Okay, hello. Welcome to Ken's Interlude. This is the second episode. If you notice a shift in the audio quality, it's because I finally got a microphone. I finally used the money that, I earned from working a minimum wage job to purchase a microphone. So now we can have better production quality on the episodes because I know y'all are tired of me having literally the worst audio quality on our group episodes. But this is not about our group episodes. This episode is about me because it's my solo. So, in today's episode of Ken's Interlude, I'm going to be talking about my natal chart, um, breaking down. Well, actually, not even my full natal chart because I'm a little lazy and I didn't feel like sitting here and making notes for my entire chart. Like, I know my entire chart, and also I was thinking, I was like, maybe I shouldn't throw my entire natal chart on the internet because some of y'all are crazy. So I'm gonna just give y'all my sun, my moon, and my rising, and we just gonna break it down. So yeah, no. Without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm gonna talk about my chart, explain my favorite signs, my favorite planetary placements, and shit like that. So I forgot I could curse on here. This is my episode. Shit, bitch. Okay, anyway. I am a Capricorn rising. If you don't know what a rising sign is or an ascendant, your rising is almost like your first impression of people when you first meet them. It's how you are on the surface and how you appear to the world. I was watching this one YouTube video and she explained it very, very well. I think her name was like Astro Kit. Yeah, no, Astro Kit. She does like a lot of astrology videos, and she explained it as like your rising is kind of like the lens in between you and the world. Like, it's the way you see the world and the way the world sees you. So it's like not exactly how you are at the core, but just how you are on the surface. And also your rising explains your life goals and like how you go about stuff in your life. So essentially, my rising or my ascendant is in Capricorn. So what this says about me basically is that I don't really waste my time with things that don't help me. I mean, we'll get into why I sometimes do, but most of the time, I don't really like to surround myself with people who I don't feel like are helping me in some way. Like, I don't really have many friends, and it's for a reason, because if you're not benefiting me or helping me in like some aspect, like literally all of my friends help me in some way, if I feel like you are not benefiting me in some way, and that sounds really fucked up because I'm like, I'm not trying to like use you, but like, if you are not contributing to my life's purpose, does that make sense? I don't really see the point of like essentially having you in my life, if that makes sense. And that goes for like anything. Like, that goes for even like hobbies and activities. Like, I don't like to do stuff that I feel like won't help me. Like, I don't enjoy fickle things. I don't see the point in having fickle friendships. Like, I don't see the point in being super friendly to people that you know are weird. Like, like, I gotta do what aligns with me type stuff. And so you picking up what I'm putting down. Plus, Capricorn's an earth sign. Earth signs are all about like stability, whether that be financially or emotionally. So that's very important to me. Like, I gotta make sure I'm secure before anything. And sometimes that can come off as very standoffish because sometimes people see people who are focused more on their personal goals as kind of like selfish or like mean in a way. Because like I just said, like, I don't think I come off as necessarily on surface like a friendly person. Like, I don't want to say I'm mean because I'm not mean, but I already know that I have resting bitch face. Like, I know for my friends that I have, like, when y'all first met me, I probably looked serious as fuck because that's just literally like how I look and portray myself. Capricorn rising is sometimes described as very goal oriented. Like I told you earlier, I like to focus on my personal goals. Like, I need to be working on something. And this also cuts into my sun sign, which I'm going to talk about in a couple moments. But I literally need to be working on something all the time. Like, I have to be investing my time in something and progressing towards a goal where I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like, I hate when I'm in, like, that weird gray area of life or, like, time, whatever y'all want to fucking call it. Like, I don't like when I'm not doing anything. Like, if I feel like I'm not working on, like, I don't know, a photo shoot or like a visual or like some music, like, I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, what is the point of me just sitting around and not really getting to anything? Like, That don't really add up. My dad is calling me. Why is he calling me? I'm recording! Yo. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My dad called me. My parents are currently on vacation, and they wanted to, like, show me what they were doing. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm back. I literally don't even remember what I was talking about. But basically, I think I was still talking about my rising sign. Sometimes Capricorns can be described as, like, goal-oriented and, like, stuff like that. Like, it's, like, a common thing. Like, people love to call Earth signs in general, like, workaholics. But, like, Capricorns in particular are, like, described as, like, workaholics. Because, you know, Capricorns are always, like, doing something. And I need to always be doing something. Like, I need to always be working on some form of project. Or I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like, it's very important for me to be making, like, shit happen. Like, that's very fucking important to me. But sometimes Capricorn risings can get very carried away when we get really interested in something. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like we've mentioned this on the podcast already, but when I started making music, I literally got so, like, deeply, like, in, like, I almost said engulfed. That's not a word. Engulfed in making music that, like, I didn't want to do anything else. Like, I would just, like, stay up till, like, 4 a.m. trying to write and make beats because I was just, like, I need to get this all my thoughts out. But I'm, like, my body is, like, trying to go to bed, and I'm just, like, write more, keep going. And I'm just, like... And it even started to get away of, like, my school. Like, I'll be in school, class muted, making a beat, writing lyrics, like, literally recording. The teacher is trying to call on me to answer a question, and I'm, like, screaming into my microphone. Like... Yeah, so, like, you can understand how when I get super involved in stuff, it can be kind of, like, it can sort of become a problem after a while, because it's just, like, you know, you're so invested in this activity and nothing else in the world. So, that's one of the downsides of being super goal-oriented, is that once I get super invested in one of these goals, I literally forget about anything and everyone around me. Like, it's only that I'm focused on. But yeah, that's my rising sign. Like I said, I'm a rising Capricorn. Shout out Capricorns. Shout out Earth people. You know, we out here. People love to hate Earth signs and call us meanish like that, but I will say this once and I'll say it again. I'm only mean people who can't handle the truth, who don't like honesty. That's the same thing. Yep, I just repeated myself. And who are sensitive. Period. And I'm sensitive. So if I call you sensitive, then there's something wrong, because I'm a really sensitive person myself. If I ever have called you sensitive or tell you that you're, like, I don't know, like, it's very rare that I think someone is over emotional, because I literally am a sensitive person. Like, literally, I know that I'm fucking sensitive. I take everything to heart. I internalize everything because I'm emotional as fuck. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, it's been like this for a hot fucking minute. It is what it is. But if I think that you are, like, irrationally emotional, then you must be truly damn deranged, because I be thinking I'm crazy sometimes. But that's besides the point. Now into my moon sign. I love my moon sign. I think I have one of the better moon signs. My moon is in Pisces. Yeah, it is. My moon is in Pisces. So if you don't know what your moon sign is, or, like, what the fuck that means, your moon sign is how you process your emotions, how you react to things. It's how you feel and how your feelings affect your life. Like, it literally has to do everything with, like, your mental process and, like, how, like I said, how you react to things. So my moon, you know, the planet of emotion, is in a water sign. And water signs are the signs that are emotional. They tend to be very fluid when it comes to their feelings. They are very sensitive and intuitive people. And my moon sign is in Pisces. So, it just... that literally just means that I'm super fucking emotional. Like, I'm sensitive as hell. Like, and it's crazy because don't you think that kind of, like, opposes what the fuck I just told you about, like, my rising sign? Yeah. I'm a walking fucking contradiction. And we haven't even gotten to my sun sign, because once I talk about my sun sign, it's going to be even more apparent that, like, I'm constantly contradicting myself. But anyway. The moon. Pisces moons are very sensitive, but like not in the way that we try to explain how we feel. I think a lot of, or like other water signs try to rationalize their feelings. Like I've seen like a theme of like within like cancers of like trying to like find a reason or like pinpoint a reason as to why you feel some type of way or why this thing is trying to make you feel this way. Like it's very like quick to jump to conclusions, but Pisces aren't really like that. Like Pisces moons and just Pisces placements in general, it's just like they feel things so purely. It's just like if I feel this emotion, I'm not really confused about it. I'm not really gonna try to rack my brain and figure out why I feel like this. I just do. Like I just do. And when it comes to like that, it also means that like I'm super fucking intuitive. Like if I like meet somebody and my gut tells me, nah, like there's something off about them, it's because there is. Like, and it's been, oh my god, on several occasions I had told myself like this is gonna happen, or like I've uttered in my head that something's gonna happen, like predicted shit, because it's just like I know, like I literally know, like I know, and it's like I'm not this like super like psychic bitch. Like you can't ask me how the fuck you're gonna die, because nigga I don't know. But if you ask me if old girl got weird energy, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I think she's grimy, and I think that we should, relocate, because I don't like the, I hate this word because I think it's so fucking overused, but I don't like the vibe. And that's a very Pisces like trait. Like Pisces are very in tune with their emotions and like energies. And I know motherfuckers on Twitter say the word energy in every sentence, but I'm motherfuckers like I can pick up on that shit. Like, and I probably sound batshit right now, but Pisces bitches get it. Like you get it. Pisces moons are also very creative. Like creativity flows to people with Pisces placements, especially in your moon. Your moon is, like I said, the planet of emotions. So think about how your emotions play into your creativity. Like something that I often have something that I realized has always been like kind of like a coping mechanism for me is I've always been doing something in order to like get my feelings out. Like if I'm sad, my brain is like create something. Like, and that doesn't even have to be something like to be released. Like creating something can be just as much as just like writing in your journal. Like if you are writing a passage in a book, that is you creating words on a page to express how you feel. It's getting that out. That's a form of expression. That's a form of creating, a healthy way to get your feelings out. I have ukulele. Back when I was like a sophomore, like I used to play that thing every day. Like literally every day I would sit there and play my ukulele, and I would sit there and I'd write these depressing ass fucking songs about how sad I was, and that literally was the way I got my feelings out for months. Like, and even now I still write songs. I mean, like I'm not singing on ukulele anymore. I'm now fucking yelling on heavy ass 808 beats and sometimes making some depressing shit, but you get it. Like you get it. Like regardless, I'm doing something. Even back when like I was heavy into film and photography, like I still kind of am, but like I kind of like fell off a little bit because I'm focusing on my music, but that's besides the point. Back when I was deep into that shit, even when I had my photo shoots, like I was having photo shoots with meaning. The colors were with meaning. Like I would do that shit as a means of release, and like I don't know, like I've always used art as a way to release my feelings, and I think that's like is a very Pisces moon trait of me, because that's just some shit that Pisces people do and water people do in general. So yeah, I tend to go into my own world when it comes to like my feelings. Like if I feel very extreme emotions, I kind of just gotta let that shit out. Like I will dead go into a cave. Like if I feel like I have to cry, I will go in my room and then just like sit here and just like fucking cry. Like because it's like I don't even care. Like I get real fucking hysterical. Like the whole like the whole fucking thing. Like I get into that shit because it's just like you have to let it out. And it's like I think that's a very Pisces moon trait is like I said, Pisces are very pure about how they feel. Like when you feel some shit, you just know that that's how you feel. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way around it. It's just like that's just how the fuck it is. So when your heart telling you you gotta let them fucking tears out, nigga, you better fucking cry, cause like you know what happens when you shake a fucking soda bottle, that bitch blows up. Like so you get it. And I'm sorry if I keep sniffling. I have allergies. Yes, I'm the weakest link. I'm literally allergic to the world. It's very fucking irritating. But next point is my sun sign. I'm a Virgo sun, in case you were wondering if anybody gave a fuck. I'm a Virgo sun. If you don't know what your sun sign is, yes, you do. Everyone knows their zodiac sign. Well, their zodiac sign, because no one has. It's me holding a lighter. Nobody just has one zodiac sign, but if you were to have one zodiac sign, your most important zodiac sign would most likely be your sun sign, because your sun sign is your main personality and it's who you are at your core, in your heart. Like, you are your sun sign. And it's the sign that everybody knows. It's your horoscope that's in the newspaper. It's the horoscope that most people base you off of on, like, Instagram posts and shit like that. Like, it's the sign that's on your Snapchat account. Like, that's your sun sign. It's entirely based on the day you were born. So, yeah, I'm a Virgo. I was born in September. You know, September Virgos. Bad bitches. You already fucking know. I really love learning new things and having an understanding for the world. I'm an earth sign. I have an earth sun and an earth rising. I'm literally a triple Virgo. I have... My Virgo is my sun, Mercury, and my Venus. I'm not getting into Mercury and Venus in this episode. I might get into Mercury and Venus in a different episode, because I felt like I should just cover my big three for now, and then we can get into, like, the other aspects of my chart. Because if you didn't know, there's a sign for every planet, and I only talked about technically 2 planets, because ascendant is also based off of the sun. So we got to get into the rest of my chart in a different episode. But I have to wipe my nose. This is gross. I have to get into the rest of my chart in a different episode. But for now, we're going to be talking about my sun sign. So, I'm a Virgo. I can seem very shy when people first meet me. Like, I probably seem very, like, closed off. And, like, I get embarrassed really quickly. Like, I think everything I do is fucking embarrassing. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm so, like, awkward. Like, I'm very, like, socially fucking awkward. Like, when you first meet me, I'm kind of just, like, makes a joke, falls back. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's really, really weird. But once I get comfortable with you, like, once I know that, like, you're, like, cool people, I don't shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god. Like, once we've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable with you, I will literally speak, like, for fucking, like, forever. Like, Virgo is Mercury ruled. Mercury is a planet of communication. You get it. I can't stop communicating. Like, all I want to do is fucking talk. Like, once I have gotten to know you and I feel like we can speak on a level that isn't weird, I'm going to tell you literally everything. And it's just like, it's a problem, because sometimes I talk too fucking much. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time, I'm talking too much. But anyway, when I'm involved in some sort of project, like I said earlier, oh my god, I have an Earth rising and an Earth sun. I need to be involved in building something, like whether that be like a project, whether that's me trying to get a job. What I need to be taking some form of steps to be helping myself out, or I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, I have a constant sense of like losing time, and my biggest fear is to run out of time. So I'm always trying to do something. I'm like always trying to get some shit done. Like, and it's just, I don't know. It literally drives me insane if I'm not doing anything. And it's a very earth sign trait. Like, a lot of earth signs are like this, because it's just like, we're very, very, very goal oriented. Like, when we say we want to get some shit done, it's like, we need to get it done. And it's very rare that I will say that a project is finished if I don't feel like it's done, because, oh my god, people make jokes about Virgos being particular and perfectionist, but it's not a joke. Like, it's not a joke. Like, I hate releasing stuff. I hate showing people unfinished projects. I don't believe in, like, rough drafts. Like, what is a rough draft? Like, what is a rough draft? The rough draft should be the last draft. You should be working to get to the last draft since the jump. Like, why are we trying to make rough drafts? Why? What is the point of setting the intention of making something unfinished? No, I'm starting this because I want it to be done, complete, cohesive. And that mindset drives me insane, because I don't allow myself to have room to mess up. Like, another part of being a Virgo is the self-deprecation and having standards that are unreachable because you literally you program your mind to think that you have to do so much shit at once, and then you get overwhelmed because you're like, womp womp, brain need break. But yeah, oh, Virgo, what can I say? I'm a little quirky sometimes, but I think Virgos are great signs. I love Earth signs. If you don't like Virgos, you're probably ugly. So now we're gonna get into my favorite signs, my favorite planetary placements. There's not many, to be honest, just because I attract so many people of the same zodiac sign. So, like, I honestly don't even have that much experience with everyone in the zodiac. Like, I literally still need to meet so many more people of specific zodiac signs because I don't have enough information through experience to tell you about a bunch of people, which is why I didn't sit here and make an episode talking about a review on each zodiac sign, because I literally cannot give you that because I don't want to use the Google definition. I want to tell you how I feel based on, you know, my experiences. And I have to wipe my nose again. This is so disgusting. This is literally so gross. Like, I hate having allergies. If pollen is watching this, bitch, fuck you. Fuck pollen lives. I hate pollen. My favorite signs are people with earth and water suns. We're going to start with water suns. Water suns, specifically Cancer suns and Pisces suns. I don't hate Scorpios. But Scorpios are definitely, like, no shade to Scorpios, because I'm like, y'all are chill, but y'all are, like, low-key, like, bottom tier water signs. Like, other water signs just give something that Scorpios don't give. And, like I said, no shade, but Cancers and Pisces, they just do it. And then you meet a Scorpio and it's like, what's up with you? Like, but anyway, this is not the dragging Scorpio section. I'm supposed to be being positive. I like water signs. I really appreciate how emotional water signs are, because as a sensitive person, I feel like sometimes when talking to, like, air and, like, fire placements, they just don't get it. Like, I be trying to explain my feelings sometimes, and they'll just be like, and even sometimes with other earth placements, I think because I have a Pisces moon with my other earth placements, it kind of gives me, like, a leg over some other earth signs that say might have a fire moon or, like, an air moon, because I am more in touch with my feelings. So, like, it's not as hard for me to express my emotions as it might be for other Virgos, because I know that that's also a Virgo trait. Like, a lot of people know Virgos as being very stoic. And I can be stoic at times too, but since I have a Pisces moon and so many other Pisces placements, it's kind of hard for me to be stoic because my heart literally is, like, pinned to my fucking nipple. Like, always out type shit. Like, so yeah, I love other water signs because I'm like, y'all understand me. Like, we move on the same frequency. I can talk to you about how I think that somebody's weird and you get it, because it's not like I'm just talking out of my ass. Like, you understand the whole, like, gut feeling without a definite feeling type thing. Like, so water signs, like, I fuck with water signs. And now, don't get me messed up. I definitely have had my fair share of shitty water sign experiences, because let me tell you, as much as I love water signs, them niggas are also literally fucking crazy, and as much as I love them, they're scary. But that's okay, because everything that has a positive has a negative. So I love my water signs regardless, because my positive experiences with water signs have outweighed my negative experience with water signs. But when I tell you, when you meet an underdeveloped water sign, or a water sign that is just, like, not really, like, using the compassionate traits that are inside of them, they can be a little iffy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Moving on from water signs, earth suns. People who have sun placements and earth signs, if that makes sense. Basically, if you have a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo as your sun sign, I love you. Oh my god. Earth signs are underrated as fuck. I am the biggest cheerleader for Earth signs because I feel like we get so much hate, low key. Like, I think besides like Tauruses, and even then, like Tauruses be getting hate too. Y'all just don't be fucking with Earth signs, and for no reason. Like, what do we do? Because if anything, I feel like y'all could learn some shit from us. Like, I think I've gotten some of the best advice ever from like other Earth signs because I'm like, it's just something about like the intellectualness. Because I mean, like, when I say intellectual, I'm not trying to say the other signs are dumb, obviously. Because I'm like, I think each element has its own form of like intellectual. I don't think that's a fucking word, but you know what I mean. They have their own sets of like traits that belong to them. But when it comes to Earth signs and like the way they think, they just get it. Like, an Earth sign is going to give you the most logic, straightforward, and just like straight to the fucking point explanation for what the fuck you're going through. And it's just like, cut the rubbish, like, this is what it is 100%, like, this is what you gotta do type shit. And like, that's what I need. Like, and I say this on a daily basis when I'm talking to my friends and they ask me like how they can help me like get to the fucking point. Like, don't sugarcoat shit for me. I don't need the whole like coddling of no. Like, tell me straight up, like, listen, this is what happened, this is what you need to do, this is how you can do it, go. And that's how it's going to click in my brain, and that's what Earth signs do for me, because we get each other, we see each other. Like, my other favorite people are Venus ruled people. Now, Venus is the planet of romance and aesthetics and beauty, and the two signs that rule Venus are Libra and Taurus. And I just love people with Libra and Taurus placements because there's just they just have this energy to them that is just like so like mesmerizing. Like, oh my god, I don't know if you've ever met someone that has like Libra placements, but like usually they're like attractive, like in a way that you can't really explain. Like, obviously you can explain that you think they're attractive, but it's like, have y'all ever felt like you can't keep your eyes off somebody? Like, that's what Venus placements give. Like, people that have a lot of Venus placements or very strong Venus placements, like, they walk in a room and you see them. Like, and the same thing goes for Tauruses. Like, Tauruses have such, like, I think they're on opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, Libras and Tauruses, though they come from the same planet, they definitely are different sides of the planet. And they shine in their own different ways, but they both have the similar energy of, like, you know that they're that sign because that's how they, like, yeah, like, okay, like, you're a Venus sign, because it's just, like, the whole thing is down, like, the aesthetic is down, like, the face, the fit, it's there, like, the way you present yourself, and it's just, like, Libras do not care, like, they have such this nonchalant energy, and you know what, at times, it can come off as kind of like they don't give a fuck about, like, literally anything, like, they're just entirely apathetic, but in a sense, they're just very free people, and they kind of just do what favors them. And that's something that I feel like I can learn from, because I'm constantly trying to, like, appease other people. And that's what I like about Libras, is that it's so captivating how carefree they are. Like, how much they just do whatever they want. Like, I think that's just a very, like, dope thing. Now, Tauruses, please don't drag me. But y'all have a very awkward energy, and it's not bad. Like, oh my god, it's not bad at all. Because, like, I think it's very cute that, like, some Tauruses come off as very, like, awkward. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, they're kind of remind me of, like nerds in a way. Like, have you ever, like, been in school and, like, one of, like, the shy kids in your class is, like, trying to ask you for help, and, like, you're not laughing at them because you think it's funny, but you're just kind of like, oh, like they're type nervous, and it's just like, that's what Tauruses give. Like, they give, like, the energy of, like, they're, like, a little nervous and a little, like, probably a little socially inept, but, like, that's what draws you to them. And then once you get to know them, you, like, get into them, and you're like, damn, like, you're, like, pretty fucking funny. Like, oh my god, when I tell you, Tauruses are some of the funniest people on the fucking earth. Like, I don't know what happened when the stars were aligning that made them fucking comedians, but Taurus people are so funny, and they're so fucking weird. Like, Tauruses, like, literally, they just do weird shit, and that's why people are so drawn to them, because they're out there, like, they're different. Like, in Tauruses, I think, along with Aquariuses, are just some of those signs that just kind of just, like, they know they're weird, They don't try to not be weird because it's just like it is what it is. Like they just are weird. But that's why you're drawn to them, and that's why I like Tauruses. And on some shit, Tauruses are another sign where it's just like fine ass motherfuckers. Like there are just so many fine Tauruses. Like that's, and you know what? It's them damn Venus ruled people. Like those people that are ruled by Venus just look the fuck good. Like they just do. Like they literally just do. And it's like you're just so drawn to them. And it's like even like I say this all the time, like I make jokes about this, but like there are so many like fuckboy Tauruses and like so many like fuckboy Libras, but you know what? You're a fuckboy for a reason. Like there's a reason why there's so many fuckboy Tauruses and Libras, because you can't be a fuckboy if nobody's drawn to you. Like you're not a fuckboy if nobody gives a fuck about you. You can only be a fuckboy if there are mad people, you know, trying to get to know you and talk to you and, you know, do other shit with you, but we're keeping it PG. You can't be a fuckboy if nobody cares. Like, and that's the thing. There's so many, like, people that are, like, you know, fuckboys within Venus-ruled signs, because Venus-ruled people just have that attractive energy. Like, they just have that energy where people just come to them. Like, they don't ask to be the star of the room. They don't ask for all the eyes on them. They actually probably most of the time don't prefer all the eyes on them, but they just naturally get it because they're just people who just exude that energy. And that's why I just fucking love them. Like, I love Venus-ruled people. If you have any Venus placements, if you have any Taurus placements, especially if you have literally a Taurus or Libra Venus, or like a Taurus or Libra rising, like, just know that you are that bitch. And that's pretty much it. It's kind of short, I know. Sorry about that. I do have some honorable mentions from my other favorite signs. This goes Geminis, in no order. Geminis, Capricorns, and Sagittarius. And I actually don't even know that many Sagittarius, but I just like Sag energy, if that makes sense. I'm probably not making any fucking sense, but we're gonna wrap this episode up. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever you did. I keep sniffling because I have allergies and it's so embarrassing. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you actually gave a fuck about me talking about astrology, because I know a lot of people get very mad when people are into astrology. And I get it. If you don't like astrology, that's fine. If you didn't watch this episode because you don't like astrology, that's perfectly fine. I'm probably going to be making more astrology episodes in the future just because I want to talk about other aspects of my chart and just, you know, other aspects of astrology. And I don't know, maybe I'll start doing astrology forecasts and shit, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay safe. Don't get corona. Please don't die. That's it. Bye. I hate allergies. I'm literally gonna go cry now because I have to blow my nose. Bye. Stop recording.